know your rights. It's time now for Legal Point. Now your host, Carrie Kasem.
Welcome to Legal Point. Like the man said, I'm Carrie Kasem. Today, I have elder law attorney Dennis Toman. He's the founder of the ElderLaw Firm in Greensboro, North Carolina. Dennis currently serves on board of directors of the North Carolina chapter of the National Academy of Elder Law Attorneys. Thank you, Dennis, for being on the show today.
Well, it's wonderful to be here.
What about when somebody, whether it's, the wife or, the second wife or second husband, when they are, everything is signed over to them? They say, okay, now we're going to do that. I suggest, and I want to know where you stand on this, because I always suggest videotape, and not necessarily maybe you as an attorney, but do you ever tell your clients or your clients' children, hey, videotape what you want? I don't need to do this, but you're of right mind right now. Videotape your needs and wants. Who do you want to see? And if anybody stops you from seeing you at the end of your life, whether it's your kids or your friends or whoever it is, then they should be held criminally accountable. Do you ever say that? I mean, because I got my dad on videotape doing all of it, because we knew that we would be called frauds and liars, and my dad would never sign that. It was everything that we told my dad she would do, she did. So we had it all on videotape, and that saved us a bit. But the paperwork wasn't enough, and the video wasn't enough to fight a spouse.
Well, I think a videotape is certainly additional weight to prove what you're trying to, which is that this person wanted this document signed. You're bringing up a good point about sometimes having the documents themselves isn't enough. And there is a situation, I've been involved in this a couple of different times through my practice, and that is what I call the perfect storm of estate planning. And generally the perfect storm of estate planning is when things are going to go wrong, regardless of the best plan that's in place. And the perfect storm almost always happens when it involves a second marriage, children from the first marriage, and money.
Yes.
And too often that's a recipe for some nasty fights.